NAS100 trade on Wednesday, the 3rd of January 2024. And we're going to start with a top-down analysis for our market maker model, and we're starting on the monthly. So nice and clearly we can see we've had a sweep here of this previous swing high. Okay, seeing that, we know that we're probably going to start this month bearish and be pushing down towards this internal range liquidity here. So that's our bias at the moment. We're bearish to push into this internal range. So we're going from external to internal monthly. Nice and easy, nice and clear for us to see, not overcomplicating it. Drop to the daily chart. Now we know our level down here is where we're looking for our internal pull. We can just move, we can move that to the right, so we know that's our monthly sweep. Monthly sweep level over there. So now on the daily, what do we see? Well, we can see that we also had a sweep here. Okay, don't need to draw it on, and then we've pushed bearish. What do we see here? Now we see a close below the previous day's low wick, okay, which means we're expecting the next day to be bearish. So we've got a close below the previous day's low. Okay, what do we see the next day? So that was last Thursday. So Friday we had a bearish day. Coming into this week, we didn't have Monday because it was bank holiday. Then we got Tuesday. We closed extremely bearish to the downside. So coming into this day, we're expecting price to try and close below this low. As we know, we're bearish and we're pushing towards that internal range on the monthly. We swept the high. We've had a market structure shift here now on the daily as well. So we're leaving behind an FVG, but that's for a later date. But today, we're looking for a bearish push down. So our bias is bearish. With that in mind, let's make these visible only here. With that in mind, we'll now drop down to the 1 hour chart. And as you can see, if we just pull price back, in fact, because we don't need to have it there. Let's pull it back to 1 o'clock. Push price there. Okay, so now we're at our 1 o'clock candle prior to London. And as you can see, we're above midnight open. And we have the previous day's low down here to attack. The previous day's high is miles up. But with our bearish bias, we won't be looking to target or to go anywhere near that anyways. So we're above midnight open. And what do we need to see? Well, we need to see some sort of 1 hour liquidity sweep. So we could be targeting this level here, this level, and also the Asia level to be swept. Okay, so we'll be sticking to the 1 hour chart until we see some sort of 1 hour confirmation that we sweep a 1 hour level and push again, closing below the previous hour's high in this instance. So push forward price in London. And you can see here, we have now created the London high, okay? We're at 3 o'clock, London high is created. We swept Asia, pushed down. What have we done? If we go back to that, daily, just so we can copy one of these. Go back to the 1 hour. So what have we done? Well, we know that we've closed below this low, which is why I copied that, but it hasn't worked anyways. So what have we done? We've closed below the previous hour's low. Closed below the previous hour's high, indicating now that let me write that down. Okay, so now we know that we've seen this happen. We're expecting now a bearish push. Have we still got sell side intact? Yes, we do. We've got the previous day's low down here. We've just swept Asia high, Asia low as well, so we'll be expecting some sort of pull into an area off of our 4 o'clock candle. Okay, so looking at this, we've pushed. You can see price is closed below this level. So now that we've done that, we are going to be looking for an entry. So dropping down to the 5 minute, you can see, okay, 355. Look, going in, so we've closed below. we're now looking for a sell. So what can we see? Well, we can see we've got this lovely FVG here, 5-minute fair value gap. You can see we've got fair value gap just up here as well. But what you can see, if I just move that a minute, is here we have a balanced price range. Redelivered, rebalanced price range. Price may not need to go into this now, breakaway gap, okay? So price might not need to come back up here to rebalance. Whereas people will have their limits just here above midnight open, but price doesn't need to go there. If it does, happy days, we'll cover that. But with our stops, it'll be a bit higher up. But we don't really expect price to come above this area realistically. So for me, now I'd be looking to take an entry 4 o'clock. I'd have my stops just above this high here. Okay, just in case price does want to come and tap into this FVG as well above midnight. And my target would be down at the previous day's low. Well, we'll take 2%. So this would be my trade. This is exactly what I'd be looking to see happen and looking to see play out. Put that at 9 o'clock. Put that down there at 8 o'clock. Okay, so this is the trade. This is what we've looked to see. So going over what's happened on a 5-minute, you can see clearly this was, where is it? 3 o'clock. Okay, we've got the 3 o'clock candle starts here. This is the low. That's also our market structure shift on the 5-minute. But that is the previous hourly close, the previous hourly low. Sorry. Okay, so that's our market structure shift on the 5-minute. This is our previous hour's low. We've closed below that, showing an indication that we're extremely bearish. This is an extremely big displacement to the downside. So all we're looking for now is a chance to get into the trade. Going into the 4 o'clock, the last hour of the London kill zone, we have the previous day's low here intact, ready to be attacked. We've taken the stops up here, and also we're bearish on the daily anyways. So what could we see here? We can see accumulation, manipulation, and now we're on the distribution leg. If we pull up the power of 3, you can see, look, we have a big bearish push down. So we want to be catching the move to the downside, which is what we're trying to do. So we push, price tap straight in at 4 o'clock, continues bearish, continues down, attempts to tap back in, and now pushes to, I believe, probably around about 1%. Yeah, just under 1%. So now at this point, I'd move my trades to break even, as there's no real reason for price to go back above this point now. We have this order block here, and this is the new swing point. So we could just move our trades to break even at this point. Let's do that. Let's move that. Okay, so now our trade's at break even. We wouldn't be looking to get out of this trade at this point. Our stops are at break even, can't lose. So it's a nice entry. Trade's running through to the end of the London kill zone, which is now. So at 5 o'clock, we're now out of session in the London kill zone. And price comes back up, retests a little bit, flutters around. At this point, we're waiting for the New York session, which is starting to get close. And then you see New York AM starts and price smashes through straight down to the target, takes out the previous day's low as well. So that is a perfect market maker sell model, and that's a perfect trade on the NAS100 on the 3rd of January 2024. We can see this is perfect price action. If we do just put price to current real time, as you can see, we've still continued lower. That was a perfect trade for us. We just clear this off the chart now, and we can see when we jump up to that 1 hour chart why price didn't want to continue up when we made that wick. This is exactly what we need to see. We need to see this happen. So we had a liquidity purge here and a close back below the previous candle. Okay, this is an indication that we're going to push on the next candle even lower. As long as we have liquidity target to aim for, which we did, which was previous day's low, we knew at this point, 4 o'clock, we was ready to go lower, and price smashes towards the target with ease. Just taps in one time. So it's lovely. Lovely price action, lovely entry. And yeah, it's a perfect model for us.